What's up, guys? Welcome to Garage Life. Today we have Brad here. I don't know if you probably haven't seen him in a super long time, if you even remember him. He used to have a Cavalier, but he just got this 2018 WRX, and we're doing a short shifter upgrade. It's kind of complicated, I guess. We're doing a Boomba short shifter adapter, and then a Perrin shifter bushing. These are both two really good products that'll make the shifter a whole lot better, but they don't work together. The bushing doesn't fit on the adapter, so we're gonna make it fit somehow, some way. We're gonna make this fit, and it's gonna make it feel awesome. And once we get this on here, it shouldn't be too bad of an install. Yeah, you have anything?
Just a little disclaimer, I guess, for if you're wondering. I knew that both of the products were good. I didn't really even think that they wouldn't work together. Just knew that I wanted the Boomba adapter because it was a little heavier and would help with the throw, and I knew that Perrin made a solid bushing for the linkage, so I just bought the two products, not even thinking they wouldn't work. So got them and was like, oh yeah, I guess I should have thought about that. So we were thinking about just making the inner diameter of the Perrin bushing a little bigger. I mean, it is just ever so slightly too small. You can almost wedge it on the end, but it just won't quite fit. So we're gonna make that a little bigger, try not to make it too big so it doesn't get sloppy, but make it fit good, and hopefully it'll turn out nice.
Yeah, so before we do anything to the car, the first objective is to make it fit. And we're pretty good at making it fit, so we'll make it
Definitely good at making it fit. All right, so our mechanical engineer friend, Mark, told us to take some Brillo pad, wrap it around a drill bit because brass is really soft, and we're trying to keep that nice, smooth surface on the inside. So I don't know if this is gonna actually take some off, but brass is pretty soft, so maybe it'll work. Yeah. We're gonna give this a try and see if we can take a little bit off the inner diameter. Ever so slightly. Okay, didn't do anything.
So Mark's idea wasn't doing much after a couple minutes of drilling, so we are going to try a file now and go real slow with little increments, because this will definitely take material off. We just have to be careful.
How much? I think that'll do.
Beautiful.
No, just a tiny bit of slop, but not like, it's like the perfect size for being able to put a little bit of grease in there.
So the plate that we're going to be working on here, the one that we just made the bushing fit, is right up in here. And pretty much all of these brackets holding this, pretty much all these brackets holding the transmission need to come off. So first thing we're going to do is pop off these brackets, and we should have access to the bracket after we get the brackets out of the way of the bracket for the bracket, right?
Basically.
So I'll be right back with the 17.
All right, I'm gonna start with the heat shield. This is so nice working on a clean car.
Yeah, you don't need PV glass in it.
Right? Where are you gonna bust your knuckles? Now I need 17, so I gotta wait for Freddie. Freddie!
I need you! You need 17.
I'll do the other before you get through this.
I might need a extension or a gun for that one.
Just that extra little bit. We might need a gun on that back one.
I've got a gun.
We could bring a jack with a stilt on it over here to hold it up in place.
Well, I can bench press it.
Damn, those are fine threads. Guess so. I already did that.
It's so nice working on new cars when there's no rust and shit like is likely not to break. It's just nice.
I've never worked on a car so good.
It's nice.
Put together last night.
Yep. I mean, if it was up to me, I wonder if they put Loctite on theirs.
I don't know.
Ford puts Loctite on every single bolt. Out where they got sued, and now they're just like, just Loctite everything.
Just Loctite it all. This one's gonna be a bitch.
Here, let me do it. I'm good at doing shitty stuff.
Yeah.
Might just need to use some of my wobble extensions.
Better be it.
Word. Yeah.
There's another one.
How about the, there is.
All right, so we got this far, and we can access everything now, except for this one bolt that's literally all the way up on the top, and we tried a million different tools and a million different angles, and it just, we're not getting to it. But all it does is hold this plate on, and this plate has, you know, we can move it out of the way. There's plenty of clearance there. I think we're working with this plate right here, so we should be able to slide it off and get it out of there and put the new one back in without removing that plate, just working around it. It's totally worth it over trying to take that bolt out up top. So then from there is a clip right here that we're gonna pull out that holds the linkage into the bracket. And then right here, there's a little cotter pin. Pull that and the washer. And this is really super easy. This piece just slides out back here, and then this piece slides off the end. And then the whole thing comes down to where you can work with it. So right here is where we're gonna put the new bushing in, and this plate up here is what we're pulling out. Looks like they just kind of a little grease on it. Didn't even really put it in a good spot. If you see it right there, it's just kind of on the side. Let's see if I can get it to move.
So we were able to use a punch to punch out this pin that was up there.
And if you're a dumbass and you use the wrong size, the inner pin will start to come out of the outer pin.
Yes, so it is a double layer pin. So you don't want to just hit the center. You want to hit the outer too. Yeah. Wow, that easy. Not even a bolt holding it on?
Just a pin.
Wow. That couldn't be easier.
Just that pin right there. So now we can compare.
Yeah, let's put them on the table.
So obviously this is the part that we pulled off. After you got that pin out, it just slides right off. And you can see the difference, this hole being the same as that one, how this one is shorter. It changes the angle closer to the hole. Yes,
What'd
we
you say,
do.
Tony?
We do know our holes.
We're good with holes, yes.
And then here's our little bushing, and it fits nicely over that one, so it'll fit nicely over this one.
Sweet.
Now just do everything we did in reverse.
So now we're gonna pull out the factory bushing and put in the new brass one.
So the factory one has like 2 lips. So it kind of holds it in there. You got to push it from one side and eventually it'll pop through. The new one only has 1 lip on the inside, I believe. That part goes against the transmission. So, a little different, but should do the trick. Just go ahead and put this in, and it's a snug fit. Nice.
Snaps right in.
Yeah, that looks good.
You're good at lubing things up.
Hell yeah. I'll put this up there.
So to get to that bolt up there, it's just a tight fit. We used a 12mm wrench. Yep. And once you get the bolt out, I'll hold the plate. Oh yeah.
There it is.
So 4 bolts.
And that top one up there is where we couldn't get to before.
Yep.
And that doesn't cover, it doesn't cover any part of the the top linkage at all. So that is literally just for this linkage that we're working with. Only problem is now you can't see. Here, Freddie, you wanna hold it?
Hold it while you whack it.
Yes, you're right there. Don't let it rotate at all.
Yep. I'll hold it and you whack it. She's in beautifully. Couldn't really see because her arms were in the way, but we just hammered the pin back in that little area. And it's in beautifully.
You guys took a lot of brackets off.
Yeah, now we're gonna reinstall the bracket for the linkage thingy-mabobber. The bracket for the bracket for the bracket of all the brackets that we took off.
Hey man, it's how you keep that MVH down.
Yeah. Cars.
Yep, those is cars.
So Brad, are you gonna start vaping?
Here's this.
Am I gonna start vaping? No,
Are you sure?
absolutely not.
Do you get a complimentary vape with your WRX?
There will be absolutely no smoking of any kind in this car.
Oh my god, the community's gonna hate you.
It's actually really easy. It was super easy. I took it off, forgot to film it, put it back on so we could film it, took it off again. I want you to line it. Once you find the hole.
10 hours later. Oh, this cover bit.
Bam. We're pretty much finished. We can just drive home now. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Leave all the rest of the shit off.
we're done.
Weight reduction.
Shit, how did it all go together?
Yeah, you can go back and look. We did that before the 240. Yeah, you have to tell me what you think about the. Oh, the way I did it.
Probably in the back because the heat shield attaches to here.
Yes, you're correct. The threads on this because then it clears up. Doesn't do it the whole way.
Can you grab the. There's 2 holes up there, buddy.
There's only one bolt hole.
Car spins off.
Last thing you want is a fucking annoying ass route.
Toit is a toiger. If you want to check them, you can, but they're fucking snuggy snug. As snug as my bitch ass arms can make them.
Installation's done. So Tony here is the resident Subaru expert, so maybe he can tell us all about this shifter. If
Well, they should probably know, because I've never had any of those cars. I had an 04 STI and an 08 STI, and this is a 2018 Rex, and I actually really like what you guys have done here. It is very notchy. I'd be curious to feel how it feels under power. But
It's definitely notchier. It had a little bit of notchy to it,
it
but
feels very gated.
very.
That's
the way
probably
to
the
describe
bushing.
it. Probably.
But you like it?
Yeah. I mean,
Race car-ish?
I want to feel how it feels under, you know,
Yeah.
they feel different when you're driving them.
Sure.
But it feels good. It feels solid.
Alright, so we got the short shifter plate and bushing in. What do you think?
It's a little notchier than it was before, but it feels good. It feels solid. And, you know, like you said, when you change things, it's gonna take away the comfort. But
Yeah.
I think the shifts are definitely shorter. It said I was reading rough numbers of 20% further reduction with what we did after already having, because I have the STI short throw shifter. So yeah, worth it. It was like $100.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, we made the two things fit together that weren't supposed to fit together.
Yeah, and that feels good.
Yeah.
Feels solid. Definitely feels more solid. So happy with it.
Yeah,
Good install. Not too bad.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.